Hi friends, we are continuing on with our 2026 Eurovision reactions, and the next country on the docket is Denmark. Let's get into it. Beautiful voice. Denmark gonna give us something nasty, huh? I'm not complaining, I'm here for it. I like how this is building. I like how this is directed. We're using everything we have. We're using the visuals, we're using camera angles. The voice is already there, so I have no concerns with how this is going to be performed on the Eurovision stage. I do wish it was moving a little bit faster though. We are a minute and a half in. Okay, give us a little beat. Nice. I guess it is a trend of a lot of songs this year. A lot of them move kind of in this plane and they keep building and adding, but I guess we're past the era of like huge explosions and vocal lifts and... Okay. Ooh. Choreo is okay. Okay. Alright. Denmark often chooses to send something personal and intimate, and they're definitely sticking to that formula here. I love that it's also sung in Danish, which adds an element of authenticity. The entire performance feels more like a late night storytelling session instead of a performance, if that makes sense. The focus here obviously is on atmosphere, on emotional tone. Love the use of camera angles here. That was really smart. There's a lyrical, emotional angle, which is going to be the main differentiator here with Denmark. I don't speak Danish, so reading up on the context of the song, it's about toxic attraction, about losing control, being pulled into something you shouldn't stay in. Relatable. What's interesting here is the tension, right? You don't need to speak the language to feel it. It's not a clean love song. It feels messy, it feels chaotic, almost self-destructive. Which I think really works. In terms of how this sits vocally, obviously the performer is capable of a lot, but I feel like there's this restraint that is very deliberate, just so that it could keep us fragile and intimate and pulled back a little bit so that we don't lose the essence of the song. This might be a hot take, but it doesn't sound like a song that was written for Eurovision. Which in my book, that's a plus. But it also feels like in the process of making it fit the Eurovision model, maybe it was sanitized a little too much. Like, I would love for this to be dirtier and even more chaotic and to really lean into that fragility and that messiness and that self-destructive theme. What I really like is it feels like something personal. It doesn't feel like something that was engineered. This one takes time to get under your skin, which could be both a good and a bad thing. It stands out by being authentic and emotionally layered. Which brings us to my favorite part of doing these reviews. What are the weaknesses? The weaknesses are that it doesn't instantly grab your attention. It's not super catchy unless you give it some time, unless you let it simmer and dedicate your attention, which in today's day and age, it's really difficult to ask people to commit, lead them on this journey where energy is building very slowly, very gradually. Typically people want things to move a little faster in order to stay engaged. So I guess the risk here is that this doesn't grab you immediately, and Eurovision audiences are notorious for being impatient and lacking the attention span required for something like this. That being said, it is trending pretty high in the odds right now. I believe the last time I checked it's in second place after Finland, so that means it is landing. I do still wish there was some sort of a bigger drop. I think that it's a little bit of a missed opportunity, just judging from the vocals that I heard. And there were a few moments where we allowed the artist to shine, but I feel like it could have been done on a larger scale. It could have been dialed up even more. Undoubtedly, they're going to take this and try to elevate it for the bigger stage. I hope that they don't make any mistakes in doing so. I think that preserving the heart of the performance is the most important thing here. And then just taking a very fine surgical tool and chiseling away at anything that doesn't work will probably help. Could this overtake Finland for number one? To be completely blunt, I think Finland right now is sitting pretty at the top. Yes, there are a few contenders that could knock it off the first place. Anything is possible in the live shows, but I don't honestly think this is as strong as Finland. And the question is just going to be, can the artists connect with enough people at the same time to be memorable, to rank high, both with the juries and the Eurovision fans? Time will tell. As always, I want to hear what you have to say about Denmark. Let me know in the comments. I want to thank you again for tuning in, and I will see you soon. Over and out.